What's up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready for another exciting episode of your favorite local wedding show, Bridal Buzz. I'm your host, Kat, and today we're on the far north side of San Antonio touring La Hacienda at Scenic Loop. Not only is this venue surrounded by gorgeous Texas Hill Country landscape, but you'll also recognize the name from the iconic group of restaurants owned by the Barrios family here in San Antonio. I can't wait to show you the event spaces, talk all about their catering options, and all of the other amenities they have here on site. So with that, let's get started. Okay, here we are, Bridal Babes, with Diana Barrios Trevino. She is co-owner of La Hacienda here at Scenic Loop. Yes. Thanks so much for having us out today.
Thank y'all so much for coming. I'm so excited.
Yay!
We are the hub for a fiesta para los novios.
Oh, love it. So tell me a little bit about your role here and just the space in general.
So this is the fourth restaurant in the Los Barrios family restaurants. And so we have been here 5 years. We have amazing spaces to host all kinds of events. Yeah. We do bridal showers, bridal party, luncheons, we do weddings, everything you can imagine we do here. And it's a lot of fun. We've got several different spaces that you can, use. We have an upstairs that seats about 80 people. We have a bride room up there with private bathrooms up there. And then here on this level, this is called Amistad, and Amistad can be broken up into smaller spaces.
Okay.
Or we can fill it up and have about 100, 110 people in here.
Oh.
Little buffet, goes out to our little courtyard. We have a wonderful patio here. Live music on some nights, so it's great. It's a fun, happening place, family friendly, and out in the hill country, heading out towards the hill country.
Yeah, tell me more about the location of this space.
So we're located at Bernie Stage Road and Scenic Loop. And this is a beautiful part of San Antonio because it's a little bit off the beaten path, so you're not surrounded by the craziness of the city, the noise from the highway. It's calm, it's serene, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's surrounded by these beautiful rolling hills. You feel like you are in the hill country, peaceful, but still the space is very lively. It has a good energy to it. So tell me a little bit more about the space we're in right now.
So this room that we're in right now is called Amistad. This is the room that means it's a very friendly room. Amistad is friendship, and so it's a great place to have a wonderful party for your wedding. You're gonna have a wedding, a rehearsal dinner, a bridal shower, a girls' night out. It's a fun place to be. So if you want to take the whole room, it's about 100 and 110 people can be accommodated. If not, you can split the room in half and one fireside, because there's a fireplace on the side we're on. It's about 30 people, and then you can do a little bit more on the other side, which is where the windows are, and it goes out into the courtyard. So the courtyard actually becomes a part of the room that you're in, and it's great. It's worked out really nicely. It's very accommodating. We can handle big groups. We can do buffets, and it's a fun place to celebrate a new beginning.
Yes. So the history is in food with you guys, right? So tell me about the kind of food you prepare here, the catering options available to people who book events in this space.
So my family is the Los Barrios family of restaurants, and we've been in the business almost 50 years. And so here at La Hacienda Scenic Loop, we offer buffet options, many different kinds. We can do a catered event where we have a buffet style. We can do a preset option menu for smaller groups. So it really depends on the size of your group and what it is you want to offer. We can tailor it exactly to what the bride and the groom or whoever is having the event would like to offer their guests.
You guys have preset menus, or do couples come in and build it from scratch with you?
So we do our own preset menus, but they're very good selections. A lot of times we get people that have a party here and they have guests that are coming from all over the country. And so we like to try to pick these items that we think are going to be friendly to everyone. Some palates think Mexican food is going to be really spicy. While it isn't really, it doesn't have to be. And so we like to be able to offer those options so that that person can have something that they fall in love with. And it's great to hear, because we hear this all the time. It's great to hear, wow, this is the best Mexican food I've ever had. And this is the kind of food I want at my wedding or at my birthday party or at my rehearsal dinner. It's the perfect way to have a fiesta para los novios.
So you told me earlier about a bar service that was readily available to the patio and to this room. Tell me about the other spaces around the venue that offer that bar and your packages for the bar services.
So with our bars, we offer many options. We do have a bar upstairs in Cielo. You can have an open bar where you're providing the guests with the drinks that you would like. If you want a complete open bar, we can do that. Or if you want a limited bar where you're just going to provide beer, wine, and house margaritas, or whatever kind of drinks you want to provide, we can do that. You can also have a cash bar where everybody pays their own. You can do a bar where you get tickets and you give your guests 1 or 2 tickets each, or however many tickets, and then they go to the bar and get their drinks. Now, those tickets can be designated for whatever drinks you would like to offer them. Okay. Downstairs here, we are in the Amistad room, and you go outside and we have a bar there. But here the servers can also take your drink orders and accommodate you that way. They can bring you the drinks, you can go to the bar, walk over and get your drinks. And amazing. I mean, there's a lot. And then outside, we have servers outside that can take care of you as well.
How fun. And when you're doing parties, cocktail hours, receptions outside, do you have servers walking to people serving drinks, or is it walking up to the bar, ordering them? Tell me what that looks like.
So we have different options as well. If you have a large group and you need a bar service outside, we can open up our cabana bar and your guests can just walk right up and order from the bartenders out there. Now that is not open every night, so it's something that we have to plan ahead.
Right.
If you're inside the restaurant and you want to walk into the bar, you're welcome to do that. There are tables and chairs there. And there's stools, because a lot of people like to just sit around the bar and just chat with the bartender.
There's such a great vibe in that space and the outdoor space here. I think
Thank you.
Any reception, any party is going to have an amazing time being here.
We have a lot of fun. And you know, we've done all kinds of events. We've done retirement parties, celebrations of life. And you know, everybody usually leaves exactly like you're saying, with a good feeling, because it's a happy place and it is a very pretty space.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so loved.
It is. And we work with everybody with their budgets and try to make their event as spectacular as they want it to be.
I love it. So tell me a little bit more about the Cielo room, the one that's above us.
Oh, the Cielo room. I mean, the name says it all. It's so pretty. It's got a bunch of windows and you'll see that you can see very far. And it's lovely, lovely, lovely up there. And we have a nice room for the brides to get ready if they want to touch up or change or whatever they need that room for, with the big mirror. And then there's private bathrooms up there, so for the guests, they don't have to come downstairs. And there's a small little patio that overlooks our patio downstairs. It's so pretty.
That patio up there is one of my favorite things. I can just imagine late at night, some guys walking out, smoking some cigars, looking out at the hills that you're surrounded by here. So romantic, so iconic Texas Hill Country.
It really is spectacular. I mean, it is lovely. And you know, on the weekends, we do have music here at La Hacienda Scenic Loop. And so if you're up there and you walk outside to the small patio that's upstairs, you overlook the larger patio. It's so pretty and it's so sweet, because you know, every once in a while we get, so first of all, we get all ages coming here to our restaurant because we're a family restaurant, right? And so it's so nice because every once in a while you'll see an older couple, they'll get up and they'll start dancing and they're just adorable. It's just so sweet to see them out there. And sometimes you see the little children dancing with their mom or the dad, and it's really, really fun. We had a wonderful party here last fall with a lot of children, and they had the best time out there. The weather turned out to be a fantastic evening for them for December, and they were out there and they danced and danced and danced, and it was just lovely.
So we know there's a lot of amenities to being in the Hill Country. Something I think brides don't think often about is, with a downtown wedding, parking is super limited. Tell me about the parking accommodations here at La Hacienda Scenic Loop.
We have lots of free parking. Lots of free parking.
Yes.
And that is really a big plus, because we have a wonderful neighbor that allows us to use their parking lot when they're not using it. And so we can, I mean, there's a lot of spaces. And so it helps us. It definitely helps us when we have the larger groups.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you that there are times there's an event upstairs, there's an event downstairs, and then the restaurant is full. And there's still plenty of parking.
That's good to know.
So
No stress.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. And you don't have to pay for the parking. So that's a win-win.
So tell me a little bit about what it would look like for a couple to approach the booking process here. Who would they work with? Would they come do a tour? Just tell me a little bit about it.
Absolutely. So we can set these tours up for sure. They can call Lindsay Barrios. She's my niece and she is the general manager here, or any of the managers on duty can take them and give them a tour. Now, the rooms may or may not be set up depending on what we've got going on, but they can come and they can look at the room. They can take a tour upstairs. They can look downstairs. They can look around the restaurant, and then they can see the different packages that we offer, because we do offer a variety of packages, and it really just depends on what the customer is needing for their event. And we're happy to work with them, and then we do all the paperwork and grab a little deposit, and then we'll wait for your party.
Oh, that's awesome. And do they do catering tastings ahead of time, drink sampling, any kind of that stuff ahead of the event? Or is it just working with you to build the menu and then day of the food is there?
It's more like a working with us to see what it is that you want, because we offer so much. I mean, I don't know, they'd have all day to eat.
Too many things to try.
Too many things on our menu to try, but really great stuff.
Cool. And what is one of your most famous meal offerings for the events?
So a lot of groups will start with an appetizer buffet, and a lot of them are, we do a botana platter that has a little bit of everything, and of course chips and queso, because hello, South Texas, this is what we do here. It's so good.
Oh.
It's so good.
Yum.
And we even had one guy that said, "Can we just do queso?" And the bride was like, "No, we need to do more than queso."
A little bit more sustenance.
And so then we can do our buffet, which we can do the chicken and beef fajitas, the rice, the beans, guacamole, pico de gallo, tortillas. I'm getting hungry already.
Like you're speaking my language.
Or there's the options, like some people like to do the fajita buffet, but they want to add enchiladas, because our enchiladas are really good. If you haven't tried them, you gotta come try them.
Yes.
They are so delicious. And so it's a great combination. And there's a lot of beautiful event venues in our city and our surrounding city. We accommodate the group that maybe doesn't want to break the bank. We're very affordable to work with. And so that's something that we definitely want the brides and the grooms to know, that we can help you out. For what we offer, you get a lot of bang for your buck.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So I know for sure you guys accommodate receptions here, but tell me about ceremonies.
Yes, we have had ceremonies here.
Okay.
And there are lots of different places here on the property that people will choose to do their little ceremony. On our patio, we have this covered area, and it's not completely covered, but it's called the arbor area.
Okay.
And a lot of guests have said, you know what, we want to get married there. And so what we do is we remove the tables and we just line up the chairs, and people can sit there and have their ceremony there. There's so much to offer, and we are real flexible in making things work. As long as it's available and as long as everything works out, we can do it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for walking us through all of this today, Diana.
Thank you so much for coming to visit us. And remember, you can always come in Fiesta para los Novios at La Hacienda Scenic Loop.
Well, there you have it, bridal babes. La Hacienda at Scenic Loop is the perfect place for your next event. Contact them today, book a tour, and see it for yourself in person. And don't forget, the buzz doesn't have to stop here. We're everywhere online with the best wedding inspiration, and there's new episodes of Bridal Buzz every week. So we'll see you next time.